Welcome back to episode 4 of the Villa to Glory, guys. Don't forget, if you are enjoying these videos, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, it would be much appreciated. Let's get into it. Our midweek action, our first European qualifier, 13 years since European football for Villa. And as expected, we did go out and destroy Hibs. 5-0. It really looked like we didn't even have to get into second gear in that game. Really comfortable. Taking a look at the team, Emi Martinez, we got to pray that's nothing serious. He asked to come off at half-time. He was feeling a pain in his calf. Today is Friday. He hasn't trained with the team today. And in Emre's press conference, he's waiting. Tomorrow will be the decision, really, whether he plays on Sunday. But obviously, anybody knows football injuries. If it is a bad calf injury, it could be up to 6 weeks out. That's really not what we need. We don't need Olsen in goal. I know he's our backup, but he's not the greatest number 2 in the world. Then, obviously, Matty Cash left on the bench for this one. He actually went back to the 3 centre-backs with one of the wing-backs bombing up and down the field. And that wing-back was Luca Digne. And again, like I said in my last video, man of the match for me. 3 assists. He was absolutely brilliant. Also said in the last video, I'm amazed that we were listening to offers for him. And Emery has come out and said, take of it what you will, that he is as close to staying as he is to leaving. So, pass. Don't know whether he's coming, going, don't know. But fingers crossed he stays because he is a really good player on his day. Then we go into the centre of midfield. Kamara and Duggo doing what they do as always, breaking up play, creating chances. Really solid in the centre of midfield. And then the man I criticise all the time, Leon Bailey, come up with another goal. I'm still not convinced on Leon Bailey. I really hope he proves me wrong. If he stays at Villa this season, I really hope he proves me wrong. I will give him a massive apology. Not that he's going to listen to it, but I will apologise to him. Yeah, and then we had McGinn on that left-hand side again. And for Sorare perspective, absolutely terrible again. Like, if we dominated Hibs and he was barely in the game. I just don't like him on that left hand side. Obviously Emery sees him playing out there with someone else on the right, but hopefully he can be a bit more productive going forward because he just doesn't influence the game from that left hand side for me. And then Diarby and Watkins up top. Bit of a quiet game for Diarby. He did run the channels well. He really run at the defence. Just never got the chance to put it in the back of the net. But Watkins getting a European hat-trick. So absolutely brilliant for Watkins. Like I said, I had 3 lineups in the midweek for the European fixtures. And also LAFC had a game. And we've hit 3 rewards. We've got 3 tier 3s. And some ETH. So let's go take a look at the lineups that won the rewards. Before we get into the winning lineups, guys, I have added 4 more players to the gallery. If you watched the last episode, you remember I said I needed an under-23 goalkeeper for a bit of rotation for Schulte from Columbus Crew and another European goalkeeper or champion goalkeeper, maybe second division, that I can play in the other competitions as well because I've got a lot of MLS goalkeepers and not much else. So the under 23, we actually picked up Christian Fruchtel from Austrian Vienna. And it seems like really good keeper. He was, I believe, the sub-keeper last year, or was he play last year? No. Yes, he was a sub-keeper last year. He got some games towards the end of the season. And he's carried on the number 1 spot. And he started really well. I know he's got a 6 there and a 12 there. But I don't mind low scores if they're getting peaks like this. Because them game weeks when all your players smash, that's when you're going to hit the big rewards. So we've picked up Fruchtel from Austrian Vienna as our under-23 keeper. And the other keeper I picked up is from actually the Liga Smart Bank, the second division, and another keeper who was backup last year, got some games towards the end of the season and played really well end of the season, and it looks like he's picked up the jersey for the number 1 spot this season, and he plays for Real Racing Club Santander. there you go. So they're the two keepers we have picked up to help with our lineups going in forward in the game weeks. I've picked up Zaniolo as well. Emira's press conference today said he's been training really well, working really hard, and he is in contention to get some minutes on Sunday. So it looks like he's being integrated straight into the first team, which is really good. And I've actually picked up a spare Robin Olsen. I know this says 3 months ago, but I actually just put the wrong one in here. I picked another one up today in case that Martinez injury is bad, just so I've got an extra Villa keeper to put into my lineup. So they're the extra players we have added into the gallery. So these are the lineups that done it for us, guys. As you can see, the LAFC boys in Champ America has got us 46th place, winning us a tier 3 with 392 points with a DMP. I'm really annoyed with myself. I had McCarthy in here, obviously the other goalkeeper. I said in my last video as well, I thought Krapui would start. He is their number one keeper. He's had a really long-term injury, and he's been on the bench for the last 3-4 games. And I was reading a lot of posts on Twitter and a lot of lineup predictions, and they thought this is the game the manager would bring him back into the team. But McCarthy started this game as well. So we got 0 points from him, and we got 46 with the DMP keeper. Otherwise, this could have been an unreal game week in Champ America. Boanga 2 assists, Boskov goal, Sanchez assist, even our defender Hollinshead got a goal. But we'll take the reward, a tier 3. I will be using McCarthy going forward until he gets dropped and Krapui comes back in. I'll just keep using him. Otherwise, I could just keep getting DMPs thinking he's coming back into the team. Then All-Star Limited. Not the best, 242nd. It's still got us a tier 3. Obviously, Martinez went off at half time, so he didn't get that clean sheet bonus, which lost us 25 to 30 points. Cons are doing well, 55. Louise scoring the penalty, 90 points. Watkins obviously getting a hat-trick, 94.6. And like I said, DRB had a quiet game. He ran at the defenders, he ran the channels well, but just couldn't really get into the decisives, couldn't get the assists, couldn't get the goals in this game, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of decisives for him in this season coming forward. And then the last one was Champ Europe Limited. We've got 37th, also another tier 3. Same again with Martinez, costing us 25 to 30 points. Torres, fantastic, 64.6. Delgo again with the 90. McGinn, like I said, 54, not really getting involved on that left-hand side. And I had him captain as well. And then the same for DRB. So 3 tier 3s from the midweek. Let's get into the rewards. Rewards are out, guys. We'll start off with our SO coins. What we're getting for this game week. We'll just keep adding them up until there's something in the club shop we want. Another 600 coins. We've got our tier 3 from Champ America Limited. We're going to get an Argentinian mid. Pablo Ruiz. Sounds good. Let's have a look how he does. Pablo Ruiz from Real Salt Lake. 100% of the games played for the last 5. Really good L15. Floor of £4.30. He gets some decent scores in there. Looks like he can be a very good scorer. He's got 100 chucked in there as well against Orlando City with 3 assists. Yeah, Real Salt Lake. Not a bad player to get at all. Let's get into the next one. Next one up, an All-Star Limited Tier 3. Who are we getting out of All-Star? To Belgium. Mid. From Ghent. Svenkums. Let's have a look at Svenkums. He's got a floor at £6.78. And he has very decent scores for a tier 3. Oh my god. A 66 L5 and a 61 L15. His last 3 scores have been 70, 69, 60. He's got a 56, a 72, a 45. It looks like Ghent are a very good team. And he is one of their main men by the looks of it. Wow, he's one that might stay in the gallery. He is. Looks like he's a very, very good player. And then our Champ Europe Limited, the final reward out of this one. So German defender, Jonathan Tah. Don't mind Jonathan Tah. Let's have a look at Jonathan Tah. Jonathan Tah, Leverkusen. He's worth £11.48. He's also playing every game. 56L5, 54L15. 73.8 in his first game back in the Bundesliga for this season. Obviously, centre back, got a goal. Wow. And they conceded too. So he got 13.8 AA and a goal as well. And he is also another very good scorer. That's another one that might stay in the gallery. I like that. I like that player a lot. So those are our 3 rewards from the midweek. Fingers crossed this isn't the end of the video and we get some weekend rewards as well. Well, that's game 2 done, guys, and another very dominant performance from Villa. 3-1 away from home at Burnley. I know we went into the game as favourites, but I do like the way Burnley play. Our company's got them set up, really high press, but we managed to play through it really well and come away with a really convincing win. Going into the team again, obviously Olsen in goal, didn't have much to do. Made one good save down to his right, punching the ball away. Could have done a bit better for their goal, I believe. He did dive, but for me, it looked like he dived about 10 seconds after the ball went past him. But there you go. He's no Emi Martinez, but that's why he's our number 2. He went back to 3 centre-backs, which I really do like. I think we play a lot better with the 3 centre-backs, as I keep saying in the videos. But this time he actually played both wing-backs. He played Digne and Cash and put Bailey back on the bench. But yeah, Cash, man of the match for me. 2 goals. Really good up and down that right-hand side, overlapping and getting in the box to get his goals was really good. Digne, a bit of a quieter game from him from the past 2, but was still solid, so can't complain. Boubacar Kamara run the midfield in this game again, absolutely brilliant. Getting tackles, getting interceptions, really good. I think he had something like a 95% success rate with his passes, so he was really good. Bit of a quiet game for Duggo, but he ain't going to be a world-class player every week against every team. So, yeah, that was a good game for Duggo. And going into behind Ollie Watkins, to me, it looked like they played Diarby on the right, McGinn on the left. It was basically like new 2 number 10s, and then they went out wide to help out. Obviously, I don't like McGinn on the left, but this seemed to suit him a lot better, playing in behind the striker than going out to the left to help out when he needed to. As you could see, if you could get pre-assists, he played both balls before the goal. So one over top to Watkins before he set up Cash. And the one through ball to Digne to set up Diarby. So yeah, he had a really good game. Played some really dangerous balls over the top and along the ground to set up the goals. And then Watkins up top is a bit of a quiet game for Watkins. Diarby was the man in this game, getting a goal and an assist. But I'm not worried about Watkins. People are saying, oh, he's not scored in the Premier League yet. He's not done this, not done that. But he got 3 goals in Europe. If he's setting people up, that's as good as a goal for me. You don't matter where it comes from in the team. As long as they're getting them goals to win matches, that's all we're worried about. So we did have quite a lot of lineups actually out for this weekend game weeks. We'll take a look at them lineups because we should have some very decent rewards coming from these and our lineups going into the next game week. These are our weekend lineups that are doing the business for us. We're currently sat 690th in Cap 220 Limited. We're projected 784th, which keeps us in the tier 5, so we should be getting a reward from there. We've got our Cap 240 Limited, currently 769th, projected 851st, which will keep us in the tier 4. And All-Star Limited, we're currently 2,135th. We are projected to finish just outside the rewards, but there's a chance we'll stay in. Not everybody always hits their L15. And then this is the big one, guys. The Under 23 Limited. We're currently sat 15th, getting a tier 1, projected 16th. And we were close. What's really annoying is with the Martinez injury, I rotated all my goalkeepers. Obviously, Martinez was in All-Star. Schulte was up in here, and Schulte went and scored an 87.9. He got a clean sheet and an assist for a goalkeeper. 97.6. It's like a 45-point difference. It's really gutting. And I captained the wrong player, to be fair. I captained Aidan Morris. I thought he'd be really good again. To be fair, he was really good. He scored 75 points. But if I captained Armada, Gertruda, or DRB, we're probably talking an extra 8 to 10 points if I picked a different captain. And the extra like 48 points off him. We were there. We were on podium. But there you go. You learn from your mistakes. So yeah, that is going to be our big reward to end this video. If we looked at the prize pool from the Tier 1 Limited for under 23, it's just fantastic. I'd take any of them. Obviously, you've got Enzo Fernandez top, Nicholas Hedel from Rapid Vienna, Pedri also from Bruges, Giroud from Rennes, Saliba, Matt O'Reilly Celtic. There's just some really big names all the way down the prize pool. Gabriel Martinelli, I'd love a Martinelli. Adeyemi, Gift Orban, Julian Alvarez from Man City would be insane. Just some really big players in it. Even when you get towards the bottom, there's a Chouameni, a Barcola from Lyon. Right at the bottom, you've got a Puig from LA Galaxy, Bolde from Barcelona, De Ligt. You take any of them. Well, I'll take any of them. I'm quite happy. I don't mind who I get out of this prize pool. So we'll take a quick look at our lineups, because we have got a midweek coming up again. Obviously, second leg for Villa in their Conference League tie. I am expecting a bit of rotation. Not sure who he'll rotate, who he'll field, but there's also MLS games as well. So we've got quite a few lineups out for this midweek. All-Star Limited, we've got Blake, Wagner, Reynoso, Messi and Carlos Hill. Champ America Limited, we've got Drake Chandler, Christoph from Inter Miami, Aidan Morris again, Chucho Hernandez and Thiago Almada. Then our Champ Europe Limited, I've stuck with Olsen in goal. Even if Emmy, I think, is getting back to fitness, if his calfing's not too bad, I think he'll still play Olsen. With us winning 5-0 in the first leg, I don't think he'll risk him. He'll keep him for the Liverpool game. Then Konza, McGinn, Watkins and Diarby. We got a Cap 270 Limited of Schulte, Gressel, Mukhtar, Carranza and Gazdag. Carranza did come back in the last game, scoring brilliant. I believe he won a penalty and got an assist or a goal. Got a really good score. And kick-off rare, we've put our other Olsen in with Paul Torres, Dougo Luiz, Diarby and John McGinn. We got an MLS Pro of Blake Elliott, Taylor, Hoggle not sure if he's going to be back. He's only 56%. That's why he's in the MLS Pro, and Glesnes. And then a Cap 220 Limited of Blake, Yedlin, Busquets, Apoku and Tapias. So those are our teams for the midweek. And we will take a quick look at the lineups for the weekend. As usual, these are just provisional lineups. They can change before the Friday deadlock, as they did this week. So let's take a quick look. I haven't started the lineups for the next weekend's game week, guys. So what we're going to do, get straight into the rewards, and I will put the lineups at the very start of the next video. Really excited. Stayed really high up in that under 23 limited, so we're getting a really good tier 1 from it. I know who I want. I'd really like. He's not high up in the prize pool. I think he's halfway, maybe a little bit lower. I'd like an Aurelian Chouameni. He'd stay in the gallery. I think he's absolutely brilliant player. Obviously plays for Real Madrid. Starter for France as well now. So that is the card I would like out of that prize pool. So starting off with our tier 5. It's a Portuguese defender. Is that Fortuna Sittard, I think? He's not going to be worth much, but we'll have a quick look. Ivo Pinto. Ivo Pinto. Fortuna Sittard. He is worth 69p. He plays, 33 years old. Yeah, but not a very good score on So Rare by the looks of it. So we'll skip straight on from him. We got a tier 4 from our Cap 240 Limited. And this is going to be a Brazilian defender also. Thiago Martins from New York. What is Thiago Martins saying? He's also starting every game. L555. Not too bad. Only worth £1.65. Wow. MLS cards are really cheap at the moment. He's had a big run of DMPs. He's getting 90 minutes now, but as you can see, New York City are doing terrible. Smashed Toronto, but there's not very many wins in there. And this is the one we've been waiting for, guys. The Tier 1 Limited, under 23. Come on, give me a nice one. Spain, mid, from Barcelona, it's Pedri. It's from the other Spanish team. I wanted the Real Madrid player, but Pedri is also a very decent player. I'm not sure how his Sorare score say, but obviously he's a really decent player in real life. He's got an L576. He's only played 40% of the last 5. Yeah, he got 90 minutes there. Then was a complete DMP. So whether he picked up an injury, because he got a goal in this game, scored 96. Scored 54 in the game before. So yeah, take a look at Pedri. He has got a floor of £71.37. That is a very nice card to get. Oh yeah, he's got an injury. Hamstring injury until 5th of the 10th, updated 4 hours ago. Oh, he's out for a long time. Okay, maybe we'll be getting rid of Pedri and bringing in a Tchouaméni. Well, thanks for watching episode 4 of the Villa to Glory, guys. Really hope you enjoyed it. Happy with the rewards. And I will catch you on the next one. Have fun.